The Sidewalks of New York, sung by sheet music singer.
Oh, fuck yeah. I'm so glad I decided to try YouTube. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Let me put hello.
Did you know Medicare doesn't always have the best price for prescription?
York, sung by sheet music singer.
Sorry, if you want to hang out, you're more than welcome to listen to public domain music about New York. I'm talking to you, Larry.
I'm gonna go down and get my milk.
Oh, just know I'm live. That's all I'm saying. Try YouTube, see what happens.
On the sidewalks of East Side, West Side,
Your personal guide to the world of people. Sign up for YouTube Music Premium with 1 free month.
nothing to do now, nothing to do. So fragrant with water, and you see lots, and we bird Christmas plots, and come down up since those days.
John,
Yes, Miss Larry.
tell me, Mr. Bourne still drop in?
Not quite as often, but often.
Every now and again, will you? Oh, there you are.
I thought you had to make a phone call.
I did, darling, don't wait up. I was just asking John about my compass. You remember, I lost it last night.
No, I don't know. I think the reward will help. It's square, gold ribbed.
Becky, be an angel, John. Do your best. All right, darling, I'm all yours.
Should I shut this one?
Huh?
Should I shut this one? That's not that
Yeah,
cold.
well, is the door closed? Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's open, but you
I'll
close it.
the door.
Open the bedroom door. Please.
Joseph Union, born September 3rd, 1960. The world will come to know him as the actor Mickey Rooney. Now, Joseph's parents was Joseph Ewell Sr. and Nellie Carter Ewell. They were border boys. Little Joseph was an only child, and by the time he was 18 months old, he was already a part of the family act. When Joseph, or Joe as they called him, was 3, his parents divorced, and Nellie and little Joe moved to Kansas City, Missouri to stay with Nellie's sister. Nellie's dream was to always be a Hollywood actress herself. So Nellie and Joe finally moved to Los Angeles to be closer to the movie business. Nellie found it was a lot easier to get her son work than it was to get her. She would scan the newspapers to find auditions for Joseph. He even tried out for the Hal Roach Our Game Company. And in 1926, when Joseph was only 5 years old, she landed him his first movie part. He played as an adult, cigar-smoking midget in the silent movie Not to Be Trusted. The next year, in 1927, Nellie dyed Joe's hair black and changed his name from Joseph Ewell to Mickey McGuire so that he would have a better chance of getting a part with the Toonerville Trolley comic strip. It worked, and Mickey McGuire starred in over 72 reels from 1927 until 1934. When Mickey was 12 and still playing in the Toonerville comic strip, his publicity man at Universal knew that he would be growing out of his part. So he changed his name from Mickey McGuire to Mickey Rooney. Mickey once said that he is not asked whether he liked it or not. It was just the way things were. And that he always liked the name Joseph Ewell. In 1934, David O. Selznick created a part for the 14-year-old Rooney in a movie called The Manhattan Melodrama that starred Clark Gable. Now, the movie got a publicity boost playing at the Biograph Theater in Chicago when gangster John Dillinger went to see it and was killed coming out of the theater. Rooney was quickly signed to a contract at MGM. In 1935, Mickey Rooney gave what some people call the best juvenile performance in motion picture history. He played as Puck in The Midsummer Night's Dream. In 1937, Mickey starred with Judy Garland in a series of Andy Hardy films. That propelled both of them to stardom. Their friendship would last an entire lifetime. During the Andy Hardy series, Mickey managed to graduate from Hollywood High School along with Judy in 1938. Now here, after Mickey's death, a memorial was dedicated to him across the street from his school. Now during this time, Mickey received a Juvenile Academy Award. He starred with Spencer Tracy in Boys Town. And in 1939, when Mickey was only 19, he was ranked as the #1 star in the nation and voted the most popular. Starring in such movies as Babes in Arms, Cary Grant once said that Mickey Rooney was the most talented man in the history of the movie. Lawrence Olivier once said that Rooney was the greatest actor of them all.
Pero bien merecido tu trono,
Clarence
se lo
Grant,
merece.
director
Ole
of
ahí,
National
muchas
Bell,
gracias. Ahí está,
said
ese
that
trono
Mickey
bueno,
Rooney was the
Y
closest
vamos
thing to
ahí,
a genius
Alegría
that he'd
salvaje, ahí
ever
está
worked with.
Sofi Tavares, Dani Rique.
Now during this
Esto es
time,
salvaje, está
Mickey
puesto,
had
Ahí
discovered
está
that
Yuyu
his
con esa
daddy,
que está
Joseph
buena,
Ewell
ahí está
Sr.,
Christophe, con
was
el
performing in
Mexicaurio,
a
de la
shabby,
alegría,
rundown theater in Los
Y vamos
Angeles.
ahí, más bien que nada, Ahí está
And he
Mayfree,
went to
ahí está
Louis
Tony,
B.
ahí
Mayer
está Dulce, ahí
and
está
asked him
Dana,
if he would
ahí está
sign
Isla,
his bid
y
for a
vamos ahí,
contract with
Alegría,
MGM,
todos fan, eso,
which
todos fan de todos,
Louis
vamos
Mayer
ahí,
did.
que se note ahí. Haceros fan de
As a
la
matter
Eli,
of
que no se
fact,
me olvide, Nuestra
Mickey's
queridísima Tu
dad
dolor de cabeza,
even had
Vamos
this
ahí,
part
ahí está Genius, haceros fan de
on the
Sophie,
Andy
haceros fan
Hardy
de
series.
Dani, de Yuyu, que no se os olvide
And
Yuyu,
in
hijos míos, que
1942,
no se
when
os
Mickey
olvide
was
hijos míos,
21,
Vamos ahí, ahí
he
está
married
Caperucita, ahí está
19-year-old
Magritita, ahí
aspiring
está Erika, ahí está Tony
Abel
Ramos,
Gordon.
eso es el no parar, Haceros fan de
They
hijos
married
míos,
in
haceros fan de la
January
Eli,
of
haceros fan de Sofía
1942.
Tavares, de Dani Enríquez, de
They
Yuyu
divorced
Bucadas,
in May
de Dulce García, de
1942.
Caperucita, de Cesarín, de Abu,
Abel
de
said that she was
Magritita,
an
de Tony
old-fashioned girl
Ramos,
and
de
believed in
toda la
being
familia.
faithful.
Álvarez Cortés, toma ya,
After
toma
Mickey,
ya,
she
¿para qué
married
quiere más?
twice more.
Alegría
In
salvaje. Abrimos
1945, she
supercofre.
married band
Apuntamos
leader
a
Artie
Álvarez.
Shaw.
Ahí estamos.
The
Álvarez
marriage lasted
Cortés.
only
Vamos
12
ahí,
months.
Alegría buena,
5
Pero
years
espérate,
later, in
de fan de los
1951, she
reyes,
married
de
singer
los reyes
and
del
movie
trono de
star
Ángel. Toma ya,
Frank Sinatra.
Ahí estamos. Alegría buena,
It was
Pues
a
vamos ahí a
turbulent
poner a Álvarez
marriage, to
Cortés.
say the least. But it lasted almost 6 years until 1957. She
Y
always
vamos
said
ahí,
that Frank
energía
was the
alegre.
love of her
Tenemos a
life.
Erika, Dana, Mexi, a
Little
Perucita,
passed
Susana, Dani
away
Enríquez,
after
Silvio,
having
Sudán,
several strokes
Letu, Abu,
and being
Álvarez
partially
Cortés,
paralyzed.
Sofi Tavares,
She
Víctor,
was
Diego,
67.
Dolor de Cabeza, Raeli,
In
Tony Ramos,
1944,
Cesarín,
the next
Calayan,
year,
Eila y Nana.
after divorcing
Felicidades,
Abel,
felicidadísimas,
Mickey married his
felicidadotas,
second wife,
salvajotas.
Birmingham, Alabama beauty, Miss
Ahí
Alabama.
estamos, dicen. Gracias
Betty
a todos
Jane
por el
Phillips.
apoyo. Ole ahí,
The
esta
couple
familia
had 2
buena,
children,
Ahí estamos,
Mickey
Diego,
Rooney Jr.
está Sofi,
and Tim Rooney.
ahí está, todos compartan,
This
vamos
marriage
ahí,
lasted for
alegría
5
buena, va
years.
tan rápido que
They
no
were
puedo leer, ahí
divorced in
está Víctor,
1949.
Eli, una Mayfree, una Sofi,
8 days after
todos
divorcing Mickey,
juntos ahí,
she married
alegría buena.
songwriter
Todos
Burt
fans
Baker.
del monito,
They
dice
divorced
nuestra
in
Letu. Ahí
1958.
estamos, alegría, voy a
Now,
poner
after
uno de cada,
divorcing
voy a poner
Baker,
uno
she
de cada,
became a
Vamos
backup
ahí con
vocalist
alegría, Víctor
for
Alegre,
such artists
y vamos
like
ahí,
Frank Sinatra,
alegría salvaje,
Elvis,
ahí
and many
estamos,
others.
Vamos ahí
But
a
in
darle ilusión y alegría,
1961,
y vamos ahí a
she
tope
married
con esa
jazz
energía, esa
guitarist
magia y esa fuerza,
Vernon Tesser,
Vamos ahí,
whom
Toma
she
ya, ahí está
divorced in
Tony, Eli salvaje y
1972.
grande, Toma
But
ya,
Lady
esa
died of a
familia es
stroke
buena,
in
Si te tira el
2002.
móvil, dice conmigo, voy,
Also in
la tablet.
1944,
Vamos ahí,
Mickey Rooney
alegría
was
salvaje,
drafted
que
into the
esto es el
Army.
no parar,
He
Y vamos
wins
ahí,
the Bronze Star for performing so much
Y
in a
vamos,
war.
ya te digo, Y
He
vamos
was
con ese
always
esplendor y esta
proud to
alegría,
see it.
Y
But in
vamos ahí, más bien
1949,
que nada,
after
eso está para
divorcing
arriba y para
Betty
abajo,
Jane Phillips,
Vamos con esta alegría, ahí está, y
Mickey
confío. El
marries
ay viejo,
Martha
muchas gracias por
Vickers,
tus 50. A ver, el
his
cofre ya
third
está de
wife,
color. Hostia,
only
¿quién ha pegado el
hours after
pepino?
his
¿Quién ha pegado el
divorce was
pepino?
filed
¿Quién ha
from
sido?
Betty.
Yuyu, madre mía,
Martha was
Yuyu.
already
Te
an actress
apunto aquí más bien
and
que
had
nada.
a
3
supporting
de Yuyu,
role in
ole.
The Big
Vamos ahí,
Sleep
espérate,
with
¿dónde lo
Humphrey
tengo? Aquí
Bogart
está
and
Yuyu.
Lauren
Vamos
Bacall.
ahí, apuntamos ahí.
She had been married to
Y vamos ahí,
producer Ace
Esto es 15. Y vamos ahí, Muchas
in
gracias, Yuyu.
1948 and
Toma
divorced
ya,
in
Ahí estamos,
1949.
alegría salvaje.
When she married
44
Mickey.
ganadores. Tenemos a Bud, Dana, Erika,
Now, Mickey
Letu,
and Martha had
Yuyu,
one son,
Kutar,
Theodore,
Mexi,
called
Caperucita,
him
Simium,
Katie.
Susana, Eila, Dani Rique, Nati,
They divorced
Sofi,
a couple years later
Tony
in
Ramos, Nana,
1951.
hijos míos, Marito,
Martha went back
Diego
to
y
acting
Calayan.
after
Felicidades a
divorcing
todos.
Mickey.
Estamos ahí,
They
pero
married
¿cómo
one more
estamos?
time and they had two
Dice,
more
perdón,
children.
Yuyu, dice, hijos míos.
She divorced
Y
again
vamos
in
ahí, madre
1965.
mía, esto como se ha
Martha
puesto,
Vickers died of
Esto se ha
cancer
salvajado.
in 1979.
Gracias a vosotros. Vamos ahí, felicidades
After
familia, pero
divorcing Martha
felicidades a
Vickers
lo
in
grande,
1961, Rooney married his fourth wife, actress, model, Elaine Dill.
Dice Pilar, no pasa nada, dice Yuyu,
Very next year,
Ahí
in
estamos,
1952.
Erika,
Elaine
dice
had
gracias a
started
todos, ahí
modeling
está
at the age
Nati,
of 15
y vamos
and won a
ahí,
beauty
alegría
contest
buena,
at
dice,
Compton
sí,
Junior
está
College.
ligado
She
esto,
was
Nati,
12.
y vamos ahí, ahí
She
está,
married the
ahí está
college
Roger,
basketball
vamos
star
a
and
darle
divorced
alegría, y
him
está
in
Dana, esto es el no
1952
parar, esto es
after
salvaje.
he was
Y yo me
charged
tenía
with
que ir a las
armed
4,
robbery.
A las 4 ya tenía
She
que ir.
returned
Son
to
y 11
modeling
ya.
and
Era
waitressing.
posible,
She
Pues
met
todo
Mickey
sea por
in
una
a
buena
Hollywood
causa,
star
Dice, se ha
drive.
puesto esto como la pensión,
They married and
Y
lived
vamos
in
ahí,
love that year,
Dice, y yo me tengo que ir. Yo también.
She
Encima
was
mañana tengo
in
que
Mickey's
madrugar un
movie,
montón porque
The
tengo que ir al
Atomic
ayuntamiento.
Kid.
Y vamos
Oh,
alegría
I'm
salvaje.
so push. Oh my God, hold on a second.
Alegría, bueno,
Let me
¿dónde
get.
está la manita de 50? Ahí estamos.
All right, hold on.
Gracias, Carmen. Lee tú también otra manita
I
de
gotta
50.
stop that one.
Alegría, alegría. Hemos puesto otra vez color.
Hang on a
Al
second.
cofre. Madre mía, ya le hemos puesto rápido.
Why'd you
Color.
do this
Oh,
to
Mayfree,
me?
muchas gracias.
I'm so
Quédate capita,
glad you
Mayfree.
did. I'm so
Vamos
glad
ahí,
you
Nos ha
dropped
puesto
in.
salvaje.
Okay, wait.
A ver,
I
¿dónde
think
tengo
this is
rotulador?
this
No, que
guy.
tengo
This is
rotulador,
this
¿dónde
guy.
tengo?
Okay.
Espera, voy abriéndolo ya, a ver.
Let me just try my
Todavía no
sticker
abierto,
in
todavía
here.
no se abre. Y vamos ahí, ¿Dónde tengo el rotulador? ¿Dónde tengo el rotulador? Que
Oh,
está.
you're the
Vamos ahí,
microphone now. I'll put your
Alegría
sticker in
salvaje
there
aquí.
too.
Y vamos ahí, Mayfree.
All
Ahí
right,
está.
because you changed
Ahí ya
with
le he puesto. Oh, otra X más.
Lurid.
Muchas gracias, Mayfree. Álvarez Cortés también.
Hang
Álvarez
on.
Cortés, ¿dónde está? En la otra página. Vamos ahí, No, espérate. Vamos, esperaos. Vamos a Álvarez Cortés, aquí. Muchas gracias.
Aquí.
Ahí estamos, Álvarez.
I
Y
think
vamos
it's all.
ahí, abrimos cofre. Vamos
I think
ahí.
I gave all the
Será
likes I can.
posible.
Oh,
Esto es
he's
el caos,
hitting the. Wow, this guy hits that
secretario ahí.
that
Mandrágora,
trunk
muchas
a
gracias.
lot.
Ahí estamos, Mandrágora. Alegría
All
salvaje,
right, let me drop in.
Alegría potente y divina, Hombre que sí, Madre mía, esto es salvaje hoy, Hoy se pone la cosa pletórica.
Okay, hold on.
51
I'm so
personas
glad
tenemos
it's you in here, the
que
first one in
vamos
here.
ahí, Alegría potente y divina. Ahí está, 44 ganadores. Toma ya, muchísimas gracias. Ahí está, Dani, dándole. Letu, Abu, Dana, Caperucita.
Portia, how did you find me here? I can't believe you're here. I'm so glad it's you.
You be the judge. Nutrisystem.
Hello. I'm trying something new, guys. Everybody in here? Oh, no. Hey, Miss Torres. White Reed. Hey, White Reed. How you doing? Ah, DJ Irma Torres. She's over in Espanol. I think she is. I'm not sure international. But TJ Drums is on. Let's see who else is on Reality Recap. Mafian TV is back. It used to be Mafia TV. Angel, TJ Drums, Brian Zubchka, Hey at Botox, Mave Tube, let's see, trending. Show more. So you can't do that while you're broadcasting. Oh, bother me. I'm glad none of you guys are anywhere around here. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I can make my chat move though. Am I allowed to do that? Global? What's global mean? Ed. We're on YouTube too. I got this stupid pop-up on the screen and it's blocking out what your comment is. Pew pew. Pew pew to you too. Excuse me. I can't see. And now LOL. I can't. Thank you for coming here. Is the audio okay? I know Portia. Hey, Jack Edward. Welcome, Jack. It's good? Okay, thank you. See, I told you something's hiding, so I had to wait till somebody else said something. Or you can just enter twice or something. I don't know. I can't see. This thing says read, white read. Oh, yeah, I got rid of it. I just have to post it. Okay. That was just somebody that came in here. Thank you, Jack Edward. Edward Boyle. Did you say you were not in Ireland, are you? Oh, yeah, you are in Ireland. Me lad. Me lad. Mi amigo and me lad. Let's see, can I put this over here on you now? I can put this on video. Yeah, that's all right. It doesn't look too bad. MVCast is our amigo. It's AMIGO, amigo. You is me mate. You're my pal. Right? You're my Irish pal. No E? Yes, I said, did I say that? Didn't I say that out loud? Or did I read it here? See? Words come out of my mouth. I don't even know what I'm talking about. But I'm trying something different. I don't know what I'm doing yet. But I figured I'd try for some kind of something on YouTube, you know? So if I'm posting on you now, and I'm streaming on you now, and I'm streaming on YouTube. Portia came into YouTube, Autobahn. Autobahn came into YouTube, and Ed, you came into here into you now. You want to try to guess? I'm testing out everything I can test. I'm just testing it. I don't care if it disconnects. Hey, Ben. Philippines, huh? Well, I am on the public domain music, right? I think. Public domain. Well, that's what it is. I'm only going to play videos or music that is public domain. I can show a movie. I can do if you now allows me to. What I missed? No, you missed nothing. Not a thing. You didn't miss anything. If you're here, that's a home. That's a swoosh. I just have to check over by. Okay, let me come back here. It's yeah. Well, hang on a second. Let me do something here. All right. There you go. So anything you hear tonight, whether it's music or if I'm able to screen share and show a video or a documentary, it's all going to be about New York. Tonight's subject is New York. Okay. Still the Asylum Bar. Let's have to turn this. Whoops. Gotta go more this way. All right. There's our logo. There's the asylum bar, right there. Books in here. Why? It's a rat hole. That's probably why COVID's still, lingering around New York. The goddamn rats, I mean, don't get me wrong. It's not. It's. You know what? It's not a bad place to visit. But right now, unless I can live like an oligarch, I'll avoid New York City for now. Manhattan. That's going to be a millionaire's island instead of it was Ellis Island at one time. Anything's allowed in the asylum bar. It's just this is the asylum. I mean, if drinking, if you're of age, Gillison's Island. You don't want me to sing the song, do you? Because I know all the words. Gilligan, the skipper to a millionaire and his wife, the movie star. Hey, Ed, that's Ed V. Cast. Thank you, Jack Edward, for the Ed V. Cast sticker. That's the Ed V. But we gave you the hands, right? We gave you the hand sticker. Let's see, because this is like, where is it? Oh no, that's Brian Lightyear. Jack, what did we give you? We got no basketball or nothing. I know that's Carly. This is Carly now. Basketball? Yeah, we can still play basketball, of course. But if you're going to listen, you're going to hear either or see something old about New York. Let's see, let me just go to some songs in the background, and I can pause this one. Live streaming. Okay, here we go. Wow, there's a lot of. Oh yeah, let me try this one. This is what I used to do. If anybody wants to know what I used to do, let's see if I can do this. We have to the God. What you have to give me a chance to get a basketball in here again. I know I found the big one, but it does bounce, but I don't have a net yet.
6'5", 300 pounds. I ride motorcycles on the weekend, so the thought.
Right now, this is, I guess, pretty much New York Talk at the Asylum Bar. That's what it is. It's New York Talk. Try to get the ball. I will try. I just can't right now because I don't. Oh, here, wait. I put this in here. I like shiny things.
Imagine you're sent 50 years back in time and given just a few hours to learn
Wait,
all
we screen share.
about life in
How
that
come
time.
here it is?
What would you do? I would sit at a telephone company switchboard. Every day for over 100 years, life passed through these switchboards. Operators didn't just connect people's calls, they connected with people. Angry people.
I don't know how to use this. Oh, there's an eyeball. Hang on a second.
People who got too present. In
See?
1969, the year Operator was produced.
There's one eyeball. There's two eyeballs in her head. If I move him, you'll see the two eyeballs in his head. And then we got two eyes in the Statue of Liberty, the big one, the little one. And, the Three Stooges over here. Can you see the Three Stooges? Nope, they're out of focus. They're out of the picture. They're out of the picture. The late 1960s. This is not what I wanted, so hang on. Oh yeah, I did want this. Okay. Okay, let me try this again. Hang on. The big eyeballs. Oh, they're here. I gotta drag them out. Ew. I gotta drag out the eyeballs.
The Statue of Liberty, at the principal ocean gateway to the United States, is a symbol of which all New Yorkers are proud. Because her lamp of freedom lifted high is an inspiration to the stranger, as well as to every American returning home from abroad.
I'm abroad? They done with the broads. Okay, let's stop this because I can't screen share. It's a commercial. All right, let's go back to a different library. Okay, some music. And we can shoot the ball around if you'd like to. Mr. Boyle. Maybe that's what I just call you, Mr. Boyle. Because now we got Ed in here, and then we have hang on a second. I'm still in. Hold on. Still looking for something. I'm not in the chat. That's what I should say. I'm not in any chat. Chick, chicka boom, boom, boom. Oh, there we go. Play some music. Nope, no commercials. Sorry, mister. Skip ads.
York, sung by sheet music singer.
The big eyeballs? All right, let me look for them. Hold on. Here's one. These guys are always hard to get them to stay still. They roll. Huh? Oh, this is like a basketball, but if I did that, oh no, my husband would have a heart attack. That's how weird basketball is. Yeah. Oh man, keep knocking down these soldiers. See where it rolls. Oh, that's what we can play. We can play. I'll spin it so it doesn't make that much noise and see if the eye points to us. Oh no, it's looking at the floor, right? Oh yeah, these will bounce forever. I got a whole box of these ones, you know. You missed the eyes, huh? That's always what the asylum is about. It's about being watched. Ed V. Cast, he may be here, he may not. He may have a customer. He's Ed is in his shop right now, so. But he's in California. So I said, we can do whatever, throw the ball around. Oh, this was a dribble. This was me dribbling. This was, or any one of us dribbling. That was a dribble. All right, wait. I asked my husband the other day because I had the dogs loose in the yard, and I wanted to throw a ball, but we didn't have any, so that went that idea. Hang on a second. On the sidewalks of I can put it up here. There you go, you got another eye. This one doesn't show us because that's weird, but it's an eye. We'll use two. It's for a double for a dribble. All right, it's a good way to remember. A double for a dribble. That means I'm dribbling. And let's see what we'll use for steal. Let's see what we can use for stealing. How about a steel guitar for right now? I'm stealing. A steel guitar? No, that could be an acoustic guitar too, right? Nothing to do now, darling. Nothing to do, you say. Let's take the truth from revolution back to the highways. Sail to the old village schoolhouse, anchor outside the store. Look and see, there's you and there's me, a couple of kids once more. School days, dear old golden days, I wish your natural earth would fall, and you rode on my sleigh. I love you so, when we were a couple of kids. Oh no! Hold on. I'm sorry. Don't swag on me, or I won't. Don't swag on me, then either. I won't swig on you, and you don't swig on me. Oh, okay, no problem, Ed. We're just hanging around playing basketball, me and Jack Edward. I have to say Jack Edward because Jack Lord was in here the other night. Now, if Jack comes in and you're here, so then it's Jack and it's Ed, and then it's Edward, Jack Edward. I'm gonna be forget it. I'll be a nervous wreck. Who's that? Who am I talking about? I don't know. School days, school. Jack Edward, if you sang this song to your grandma or your great-grandma, I bet you they would laugh at you. Not laugh at you, but laugh and say, oh my goodness, where did you learn that song? It's a very, very simple song to learn. It's called School Days. The Little Rascals group. Actually, let's see who it is. It's a sheet music singer. Words and music by Cobb and Edwards. It's very simple. It's a very As a matter of fact, it sounds just like the East Side, West Side of New York. No, Babes in Toyland. I rode on your sleigh, I love you so, when we were a couple of kids. This is the kind of songs I used to sing to the kids when I used to babysit them. And they go, what is that? And it's just so it's so innocent and so, these songs and so raw, you know? Uh-oh. What is this? Oh, that's a scene from a movie. Oh, let's see if I can show this. Screen share. Tab. Yeah. See, does this work?
John,
Yay!
Yes, Miss Larson.
tell me, does Mr. Bourne still drop in?
Not quite as often, but often.
Let me know if he comes in, will you?
This is like New York in the 1950s. I forget what club it is. I think it's the Morocco. El Morocco? I'm not sure. That might be in
I
California.
was just asking John
Not
about
sure.
my company. You remember I lost it last night.
No, I don't remember.
All this stuff and every little thing I'm playing is public domain. So if you now sticks their nose in here,
All right, darling, I'm all yours.
they can't do nothing. This is public domain.
Upgrade to 5G at Metro by
Oh, look at this. They're going to give it
With the
commercials.
largest selection of
Let's
free
find out.
5G phones, like the Samsung Galaxy A13 5G, and more 5G coverage on the.
Oh, Holly, this is funny. I don't mean it was funny.
This is Joseph Ewell Jr., born September the 3rd, 1920 in Brooklyn, New York. The world will come to know him as the actor Mickey Rooney. Now, Joseph's parents was Joseph Ewell Sr. and Nellie Carter Ewell. They were vaudeville actors. Now, little Joseph was an only child, and by the time he was 18 months old, he was already a part of the family act.
How cute.
When Joseph, or Joe as they called him, was
Make
3,
this big.
his parents divorced, and Nellie and little Joe moved to Kansas City, Missouri to stay with Nellie's sister.
How cute.
Nellie's dream was
Look
to
at how
always be a
cute
Hollywood
he is.
actress herself.
I love
So
this
Nellie
man's
and Joe
voice.
finally moved to Los Angeles to be closer to the movie business. Nellie found it was a lot easier to get her son work than was to get her. She would scan the newspapers to find auditions for Joseph. He even tried out for the Hal Roach Our Gang comedies. And in 1926, when Joseph was only
That's who
5
did the
years old,
Rascals.
she landed him
I
his
think that was
first
Hal
movie
Roach.
part. He played as an adult, cigar-smoking midget in the silent movie Not to Be Trusted. The next year, in 1927,
I'd love to see that
Nellie
movie.
dyed Joe's hair black
Oh,
and changed his name from Joseph Ewell to Mickey McGuire
Mickey McGuire.
so that he would have a better chance of getting a part with the Toonerville Trolley comic strips. It worked, and Mickey McGuire starred in over 70 two-reelers from
Wow.
1927 until 1934. When Mickey was 12 and still playing in the Toonerville comic strips, his publicity man at Universal knew that he would be growing out of his part. So he changed his name from Mickey McGuire to Mickey Rooney. Mickey once said that he is not asked whether he liked it or not. It was just the way things were. And that he always liked the name Joseph Ewell. In 1934,
Oh,
David O. Selznick created a part for the 14-year-old Rooney in a movie called The
that was a
Manhattan
great movie.
Melodrama that starred Clark Gable.
And Mickey Rooney.
Now, the movie got a publicity boost playing at the Biograph Theater in Chicago when gangster John Dillinger went to see it and was killed coming out of the theater. Rooney was quickly signed to a contract at MGM. In 1935, Mickey Rooney gave what some people call the best juvenile performance in motion picture history.
Puck.
He played as Puck
I loved him in that.
in The Midsummer Night's Dream. In 1937, Mickey starred with Judy Garland in a series of Andy Hardy
I had them
films.
all on VHS.
That propelled both of them to stardom. Their friendship would last an entire lifetime. During the Andy Hardy series, Mickey managed to graduate from Hollywood High School along with Judy in 1938. Now after Mickey's death, a memorial was dedicated to him across the street from his school. Now during this time, Mickey received a Juvenile
Michelob.
Academy Award. He
Michelob.
starred with Spencer Tracy in Boys Town. And in 1939, when Mickey was only 19, he was
Michelle
ranked as
Cobb.
the #1 star in the nation and voted the most popular. Starring in such movies as Babes in Arms, Cary Grant once said that Mickey Rooney was the most talented man in the history of the movies. Laurence Olivier once said that Rooney was the greatest actor of them all. Clarence Brown, director of National Velvet, said that Mickey Rooney was the closest thing to a genius that he had ever worked with. Now, during this time, Mickey had discovered that his daddy, Joseph Ewell Sr., was performing in a shabby, rundown theater in Los Angeles. And he went to Louis B. Mayer and asked him if he would sign his dad to a contract with MGM, which Louis Mayer did. As a matter of fact, Mickey's dad even had bit parts on the Andy Hardy series. And in 1942, when Mickey was 21, he married his 19-year-old aspiring actress, Ava Gardner. They married in January of 1942, and they divorced in May of 1943. Ava said that she was an old-fashioned girl and believed in being faithful. After Mickey, she married twice more. In 1945, she married band leader Artie Shaw. The marriage lasted only 12 months. 5 years later, in 1951, she married singer and movie star Frank Sinatra. It was a turbulent marriage, to say the least, but it lasted almost 6 years until 1957. She always said that Frank was the love of her life. Ava passed away after having several strokes and being partially paralyzed.
Oh.
She was 67.
Whoa.
In 1944, the next year, after divorcing Ava, Mickey marries his second wife, Birmingham, Alabama beauty, Miss Alabama, Betty Jane Phillips. The couple had 2 children, Mickey Rooney Jr. and Tim Rooney. This marriage lasted for 5 years, and they were divorced in 1949. 8 days after divorcing Mickey, she married songwriter Buddy Baker.
Welcome.
They divorced in 1958. Now, after divorcing Baker, she became a backup vocalist for such artists as Frank Sinatra, Elvis, and many others. But in 1961, she marries jazz guitarist Barney Kessel, whom she divorced in 1973. Now, Betty died of a stroke in 2002. Also in 1944, Mickey Rooney was drafted into the Army. He wins the Bronze Star for performing
And he was
so
rude
much
to his
in
fellow
war zone.
soldiers.
He was always proud of this award. And in 1949, after divorcing Betty Jane Phillips, Mickey marries Martha Vickers, his third wife. only hours after his divorce was filed from Betty. Martha was already an actress and had a supporting role in The Big Sleep with Humphrey Bogart and Laura Bacall.
Wow.
She had been married to producer A.C. Lyles in 1948 and divorced in 1949 when she married Mickey. Now, Mickey and Martha had one son, Theodore. They called him Teddy Rooney. They divorced a couple of years later in 1951. Martha went back to acting after divorcing Mickey and married one more time, and they had two more children. She divorced again in 1965. Martha Vicker died of cancer in 1971. After divorcing Martha
How
Vicker
old
in
was she?
1951, Rooney marries his fourth wife,
I
actress
think he had like 8
model
wives.
Elaine Delpy, the very next year in 1952. Elaine had started modeling at the age of 15 and won a beauty contest at Compton Junior College that she was going to. She marries the college basketball star and divorces him in 1952 after he was charged with armed robbery.
Wow.
She returned to modeling and waitressing. She met Mickey on a Hollywood golf driving range. They married in November of that year, 1952. She was in Mickey's movie, The Atomic Kid.
I love that movie.
It was a rocky marriage, and they divorced in 1958. The same year, 1958, Mickey met his fifth wife, Barbara Ann Thompson. Barbara Ann began acting under the name of Carolyn Mitchell, and in 1959 they were married. The couple had 4 children:
Foodie.
Kelly Ann, Carrie Ewell, Michael Joseph, and Kimmy Sue.
Wow.
And in 1965, Barbara filed for legal separation. She then moved in with Yugoslavian actor Milos Maslovic. When he had learned that Mickey and Barbara were contemplating going back together, Milos committed a murder-suicide.
Don't forget, if you want, you can
Barbara
open the chest
and then killed himself.
or the trunk.
Now, this was in January of 1966. Barbara's mother raised their 4 children.
I think you're the only one here.
Mickey quickly married Barbara's closest friend, Marge Lane. This marriage lasted only 3 months. They were divorced in 1967.
I met his
In
grandson.
1969, Mickey met and married Carolyn Hockett. They were married in Las Vegas in May of 1969.
Oh, I can
Mickey
imagine.
was 48
How's
years
Brian
old
doing?
at the time, and Carolyn was 25. Mickey adopted Carolyn's son, Jimmy, from her first marriage. Now, they had a daughter, John Lee. Mickey and Carolyn divorced in 1975. In 1978, Mickey married his 8th and final wife, Jan Chamberlain. They remained married for 34 years until Mickey's death in 2014.
I met her.
Now, Jan's first marriage, she was married
That's
to
how she looked when I saw her.
supervisor Lynn Aber, which lasted 8 years. Mickey once said of his many marriages, "It's always good to get married in the morning, so that if it don't work out, you hadn't wasted the entire day." And in 1983, Bob Hope presented Mickey Rooney with the honorary Oscar.
Oh, boy.
Mickey stated, "At 19, I was a star of the world for 2 years. At 40, I couldn't get a job.
Wow.
Nobody wanted me. And then came along Sugar Babies, and I won the Golden Globe." In 1996, Mickey filed for bankruptcy, owing over $1 million.
66.
His gambling on the horse tracks had just got out of hand. Now in his mid-80s,
Right,
in
exactly. If he's
2006,
if he's retaining water,
Mickey played in the
and he has
movie
to drink a lot
Night
of
at the
water, right?
Museum with Ben
He's got to
Stiller.
flush his system.
Before in 2011, Mickey had turned his finances and his career over to his stepson, Jan's son, Chris Abner, and his wife.
Look at
Mickey
these people's,
testified
these ladies'
in
lips. Oh my
2011
God.
before a congressional committee on elder abuse.
Elder
His stepson, Chris, had kept him in the dark about his finances. He would verbally and physically abuse him, used his funds for themselves, and if he complained, he would be denied food and medicine.
Oh my God.
He stated that he lived in fear of Chris and his wife.
Oh no.
He made a passionate plea before the committee, stating, "If it can happen to me, a famous person, it can happen to anyone."
Oh
A few
no.
weeks before his death, Mickey Rooney wrote his last will and testament.
I should have left me something. He hit me.
His estate was only $18,000.
Oh.
He left it to Mark Aber, that sometimes called himself Mark Rooney, another stepson of James.
I
He
think
had
that's the
lived
kid I
with
met.
Mark and his wife for 2 years
So
before
much
his death.
younger.
Mickey stated that Mark and Charlene were very good to him.
Oh.
Mickey said that Jan could live on his Social Security.
Oh.
He left her out of the will because she had separated from him a couple of years before because of him testifying against Chris. He stated that his other children were actually financially better off than he was. On the 6th of April, 2014, Joseph Ewell
Hey,
Jr.,
Carmen.
Mickey Rooney, while living with his stepson, Mark Aber, and wife in Los Angeles, during his afternoon nap, began having difficulties breathing. His death was ruled by natural causes, including complications related to diabetes. During his career, Mickey had won 2 Academy Oscars. He was nominated for 4 times. He won 1 Emmy and 2 Golden Globes.
Well, baseball is right around
Mickey
the
is
corner.
buried at the Hollywood Forever Cemetery
Wow.
in Hollywood,
That
California.
mausoleum.
He was 93 years
Oh,
old,
God bless him.
and
93.
he was
Son of
considered
a
by many of his peers
gun.
to be the most talented actor in Hollywood history. Mickey Rooney.
Wow. Undoubtedly. He was amazing as a child actor and as not so much adult, but as a young adolescent. But he did good work. He was a good actor. It was just that he had a temper, you know, as he got older. I don't know how he was when he was younger. He had a temper too because he shoved this soldier out of the way when he was on base. And they were coming to take publicity shots, and the guy was like at the sink washing dishes or pots or something. And he pushed the guy like right out of the way. Pushed the the soldier.
Don't miss a beat.
Right out of the way.
And discover new music every Friday with YouTube Music's release playlist. Bringing you the latest hits
Hold on a second.
and music videos from today's hottest artists.
Oh no, not this song. The song. Hang on a second.
But I'd give the world to see that old gang of
What time you have to be there? Time you're handing out hot dogs. Hope not before noon. But then you have to set up and everything, so you probably have to be there by is it 9 to 5?
goodbye forever.
Forty, don't forget you can. Yeah, don't forget that you can open the trunk if you want. It gives us some kind of crypto money. Okay, that's all I know is some kind of crypto money. I have no idea how anybody gets any of it, but we get it just for being members of you now. We get some, and we can use it some places. Where? I don't know. It has to come out of our wallet. I won't go into that subject again. Okay. Goodbye forever, old fellas and gals. Goodbye forever, old sweethearts and pals. God bless them. But I'd give the world to see that old gang of mine. Oh, yeah. That's my father's favorite song. One of his favorite songs. He sang it all the time. Can I give out? Oh, I can't get access to pills. I can't get access to emojis here. What it says global, I get it now. Just stop and go. Signal? I don't know what that is. I wonder what Audubon is. Audubon, are you out there? Oh, geez. That sounds comfortable. So how his mother and father must be in pretty good health, right?
Well, old timer, say you're looking good. What brings you down to the old neighborhood? Just looking for the best pals that I ever had. I never thought that I'd want them so bad.
I can forget that old forget that sang me that alive. Goodbye forever, old fellows and gals. Goodbye forever, old sweethearts and pals. God bless them deep, but I give the world to see that old gang of mine. Say, Eddie, wouldn't it make you feel good to have the gang back in our old neighborhood? It sure would. You know, when I look at those houses, unchanged by the years, in my throat there's a lump, and my eyes fill with tears. Take a peek at that lamppost, the old pump, and that stew. Say, can't you remember us kids in a group? There was Shorty and Red, and Skinny and Mike, and the rich kids with the ball bearing skates and the bike. Gee, those were happy days. You remember the parties and dances? So that's why we didn't notice the years drifting by. And the first thing we knew, we were all 21. But the gangs got together in fight or in fun. And then came the war, the crowds in the streets, the blast of the bugle, the tramp of the feet. And the gangs, those pals of yours and mine, were the first of the bunch to fall into line.
They're going to sing the song yet? Damn.
Say, what's the matter?
I thought it'd be like halfway through the chorus already.
I can't help it, Bill. I don't know a face in the crowd going
This guy's singing as Bill Murray, one of them. Oh, you can't throw cookies. You get off the court. Get off the court. Is that cookies? If that's chocolate chip cookies, get them off the court. We don't want any crumbs on the court. If you want to play, you put a basketball in if you want to play. You don't be bringing food on the court here. You're playing some basketball here tonight, you know. Getting away with your cookies. We're all trying to get that. Oh, what is that? Now he's tempting us with donuts. All right, I have to go. I have to leave the stream.
I have 100% success rate in my crypto.
What is this? Owl, New York City. Oh, this is public domain. Hey, the hand just came up.
I thought I had a map in here. Driver's door doesn't lock.
And there's nobody in here. And it says drag to add a guest. Oh, they just gave me the option. Okay.
You can pick a soundtrack. We're heading for the East Coast tonight. So pack your bags and hold on tight. Cause we're taking off. We're taking off. Run away with me. Take my hand and
Did he say New York City? Yeah, this is about New York City. To New York City? New York City, city.
we're driving with the windows down.
Driving with the window down in the city?
We're bottling in the next small town. Dinner at an IHOP. A shower at a truck stop.
I don't know that you want to do that. No, I love the city.
Take my hand and no one back. We're moving on.
I feel so bad. Portia found us food fight. No food. You want to fight with food, and especially desserts, then Carly has to come in and fight with you. Because we're not getting this place messed up, and then I have to clean it up. You guys have to clean up the mess. No, that you're not here for fun. This is an asylum. You're here for rest and relaxation and a little entertainment. That's about it. You know, nobody ever said an asylum was fun. You know? You know? Now this eye is right in the way of the asylum. And this guy's no little ball. Don't want to block that police car. The Salamba. Get bar out there because Asalamba, you know, that, I don't mean to sound, it could mean something else in another language, you know, Islamba. If Jack Lord was here right now, he'd be like, no, you didn't do that, Cloudy. Yeah, I did. And if I've insulted anybody, I apologize. What the hell is this that's on here on YouTube? What the hell? Oh, I know. I put it on full screen. Wait. Is it live or is it Memorex? This is the first time I've seen it.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey. This is his. Hold on. Give me a second.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, you know.
That's the IV line that I have to get his medicine in.
Oh, dang, yeah. Oh, yeah, poor Brian.
Huh?
I said, poor Brian.
I know, but it has to be done. So I give an IV push. Or you want to see the other medicine I have to give him? this one takes an hour and a half. And this
They're all intravenously?
Yes.
Wow.
It's through his IV. Yeah, this one.
And who taught you how to, you know, administer it? No.
Huh?
Did they give you a lesson like how to administer his?
Yeah, this is his other IV fluid.
Wow.
That takes an hour and a half.
Wow. And then you have a nurse that comes in.
Yeah, the nurse comes in twice a day to give him 80 milligrams of Lasix, which is a diuretic.
Okay.
And the diuretic is what.
Right. Right.
So, yeah, it's going to be for a couple more days because they sent more medicine this afternoon or this evening. They called me on the house phone and said, we have a delivery for medicine for Brian. I was like, okay, how much more do we need? you know. So they went him on antibiotics for another day or two.
Yeah, right.
So, I mean, his legs look a little bit better today
Oh, that's good. Well, as long as there's improvement.
than they did on Saturday.
Yeah, well, that's great. That's good news, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, look, I just put myself in there by accident. I was looking around. How did I did that?
He's doing okay, you know.
Yeah, but still, it just sucks, you know. It's
He
like, who
really
wants to
does,
feel
because
crummy,
his
you know?
mother doesn't know how to give the IV medicine. I know how to do it. I'm like,
I'm probably older than I'm as old as his mother.
huh?
How old is his? Well, never mind. I don't want to ask how old his mother is, but she might be my age.
She's 80.
Oh God, no, she's older than I am.
Yeah.
80. Yeah, that'd be hard having your 80-year-old mother taking care of you. They do it though. You know, if they can do it, they do it. They do it if they had a crawl, you know, some mothers.
Yep. Now I got.
But thank God they have you, you know.
Huh?
I said, thank God that he has you.
Yeah. Because I was the one on Sunday, within the hour of him being released from the hospital, the nurse was already at the house.
Right. Wow.
So yeah, they were already here waiting for us, and I had to sign all the papers saying I was going to be his caregiver while this was going on. I said, I don't have it. I said, this is not my first rodeo doing this.
Oh, really?
No. A friend of mine, he had to have an IV pick line up in his chest though,
Hmm.
and he had to have IV fluids too.
Mm-hmm.
What? Oh. Yeah. So this is nothing new for me because I had to watch. I watched how he had it done,
Mm-hmm.
and I told the nurse, I said, this is nothing new to me. I know how to do this. So, and they draw blood once a day to check his kidney function.
Now he's better off home.
Huh?
He's better off home.
Yeah.
What it feel like staying? Who else feels like staying in a hospital? You know.
Well, he was discharged from the hospital on Sunday, and his brother's nephew, or his nephew's Nicholas, who's 18. Nicholas's mom, which is Brian's nephew, his mom works for hospital at home to do in-home care, like infusion type stuff like this. But
Right.
they both, Trisha and Trisha's boss, I went in to see, because I was going to bring Brian a change of clothes on Sunday, because I thought he was going to have to stay another 24 hours. So he calls me, he says, bring another change of clothes. I said, okay. I said, Trisha may come in to see you. I don't know. Well, I get to the hospital, get in the elevator to go up to see him, and I'm like, oh, hi. Trisha was behind me.
Oh no.
So she came up in the elevator with me. So she saw Brian with the nurse practitioner.
Right.
And they were putting him in the hospital at home program to get IV infusion.
Mm-hmm.
Which is what Trisha does, in-home IV infusion.
Wow.
And they work really close with the heart failure clinic.
Hmm.
Which is where he goes through the heart.
So that's where this all stems from is heart issues.
Yes. Yes.
Shoot.
Yep. We don't know where it's coming from. We don't know what's causing it. But we are going at this little by little.
Yeah, that's all you can do. It's got to take it symptom by symptom, you know? Yeah. Deal with it as it comes along and see what works.
Yep.
And eliminate what doesn't work, you know?
He had to do, before the ablation to find the fluttering test, he had the device sent to the home, like the sleep apnea test. It's a watch and a thing you wear on your finger and something you wear up on your chest. Like you wear something here, like right here. You wear a watch on your arm and you wear a thing on your finger. Well, we did that sleep apnea test twice and came back twice inconclusive. And I told them, I said, we're not doing this again. And then the doctor yesterday overseeing all of this infusion stuff, said, well, we may have to go into the actual office to do it. I'm thinking, I'm not going to drive him to Dover. Dover is a half an hour away from my house. I'm not driving him anywhere unless it's to the heart failure doctor or to the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
That chance.
Right.
I don't really like this doctor anyway, but I'm not going to say anything.
Yeah.
Because I'm sitting
You're
there
not going
yesterday-
to say anything? There's a surprise.
Oh, no, I may end up saying something. Because well, you have to video chat with the doctor tomorrow while the nurse is here. Because they do it all on their laptop with the doctor. But the doctor, I've never met this doctor. He's an internal medicine doctor. He's not a heart failure cardiologist. But I talked to him yesterday and I told him what we've already done
Mm-hmm.
in the heart failure clinic.
Mm-hmm.
Like we had him on, we had him on torsemide, 80 milligram pill twice a day.
Hmm.
And apparently it's not working because he's got so much fluid in his legs and he's not peeing enough. So what they're doing is they're giving him IV Lasix as an infusion, and he's peeing like a racehorse.
Oh.
Which is a good thing. Well, see, he was on Lasix on pill form of Lasix, but it wasn't working. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, scary. It's scary stuff.
It's kind of, you got to go little by little to find out what the hell's causing it.
Yeah, I know, but sometimes it's like, just like, I don't want to know nothing.
I'm ready for it to be all over with, to be honest. I thought the ablation would have taken care of everything. Not really.
Yeah. Well, it's like you said, they have a lot of options today. It's not like years ago. The only option you had was to die. Now they'll keep us alive. Older people alive for as long as they can suck some money out of it. The system.
Well, we have really good insurance. Where.
Yeah, even that's for profit. That whole thing is for profit also. Should be done where we can all take out some kind of insurance on each other as we the people, like we the people life insurance.
Well,
Or
what the nurse told me this morning? She says, our nurses at this program don't get paid unless you talk to the doctor.
Right.
So the doctor gets paid through our insurance, and that's how they get paid.
Right.
And I ended up calling. I called my insurance company, and I asked her. I said, I have a question for you. I said, does our insurance cover hospital at home infusion care? It's not short term, it's not per se, but it's something that needs to be done at home. Whether being in the hospital, it's better to do it in the house.
Right. I would think so. I think I would rather stay home, and I'd really rather try to get everything I needed to do myself, so that I didn't even need anybody to come in my house. It's like, I know, but you have to. You get to that point where you just have to. You have no choice.
We don't have a choice. It's got to be done.
Right. Exactly.
The only way to do it is do it in the home.
Right, and to do it through the system.
Exactly.
Which is not always the best way.
No.
But at least it's some way anyway to,
I got his, you're going to laugh at this, you're going to love this. I got his hospital bill back in August.
Oh, I don't even want to hear it.
3 days.
I can't even imagine.
Well, no, listen to this. This is how good our insurance is, because we both have Medicaid through the state of Pennsylvania.
Right.
His normal hospital bill was $37,000.
Oh, gosh.
You know how much we are responsible for?
What?
$9.
Oh, that's everybody should be so lucky.
Yeah.
Everybody, I don't know what game they're playing, Yeah.
Like, I went to Walmart to get his medication, and our copay for all of his medicine was $2.
Oh my God.
Two.
That's wonderful.
Yeah. Yeah. So we have good insurance. You know, to go to the doctor, it's a $0 copay. You know how much my mom pays when they have Medicare? She pays $25 every time she goes to the doctor.
Right. Right.
And we pay $0.
Yeah, I know. I haven't had to pay anything yet, but the last doctor I went to, he was like, it depends, you know. I was like, well, I haven't ever had to have pay, you know, out of pocket for like years now. So I don't know why I have to now, but I mean, if I have to, I have to, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, $10 is, you know, I don't want to pay anything if I can help it, because every penny counts.
Yeah.
But if not, well, you know, so take out the $10, whatever we got to take out, but you know, don't leave me hanging.
Yeah. Yeah, and they pay for their medication because Brian's dad worked for General Motors for 50-some years.
Wow.
So they go through the UAW and through the pension program and, you know, General Motors for his medication.
UAW, United Auto Workers Union?
Yep, uh-huh. Yep.
Wow. That's nice. That was a good union.
Yeah, that's where he has his union and his pension from.
Okay.
But they pay, because he gets medication sent through the mail.
Right.
Through Express Scripts.
Right.
And they still have to pay like $4, $1, whatever to get medication.
Right.
You know. But yeah, he went, actually, speaking of the UAW, they got a book in the mail from the UAW to order medical supplies. And you can get $150 worth of medical supplies every year for free.
Yeah, it's not nice. After they destroyed Detroit.
Uh-huh. Yep.
You know, Fleet, Michigan, you know, Detroit, the Motown City, you know?
Yep. Yep. Yeah, because he worked at General Motors in Baltimore.
Yeah, but
and he had to go to Detroit sometime.
Corporate America was brutal.
Oh, yeah.
There's no doubt about it.
It's not what it was back then, you know?
Well, there was some integrity. There was some integrity.
Yes.
But now there's no integrity, you know?
Uh-huh. Yep.
Either you hold yourself up to your promises or your whatever it was that you said you were going to run your business by whatever code. And you don't live up to that, then, you know, who wants to bother with you?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, it's
Brian's doing okay, you know.
Yeah, well, at least he's home. You know, it's like
yeah, that's the main thing. I wanted to bring him home Saturday night,
especially for his parents. I mean, this way they can come down and just see him if they want to see him.
Yeah.
You know, or if he's ever up to it, he can just go up himself and see them. You know.
Oh, we go upstairs. Oh yeah, we go upstairs and eat dinner with them.
Yeah.
Yeah, and what I was saying about the home infusion stuff, even though Trisha, which is Nicholas's mom, which is Brian's ex-sister-in-law, because he was married. She was
right, still his sister-in-law by law, but go ahead.
She cannot administer the medication or even.
Oh, she's family. Yeah. Right.
Exactly.
Right.
She cannot even go into his chart. She can oversee his care. Because she recommended to me that it would be, you know, better for him to stay in the hospital for observation. She cannot come into the house and give him his medication.
Right.
She can't even go into his chart.
Right.
Because she's family.
Right.
And Brian's dad and mom like, well, that's kind of dumb. I said, it doesn't matter. Well, they're not. It doesn't matter. She's still technically family because of Nicholas being Brian's nephew.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Come in. Huh?
I said, absolutely.
I understand that. And I'm okay because I originally wanted Trisha to come in and treat, you know, do the infusion for Brian for the LASIK, and order the medication and stuff, but she can't do it.
Right.
She can't. I mean, she can oversee his care.
Right.
You know, and I can call her and ask her questions.
But unless she's like a registered caregiver, she's not permitted to see his charts.
No. She's a registered nurse.
Yeah, but that doesn't give her the right to read somebody's home charts unless she's being paid or she's.
Well, she's a registered nurse.
Acting in an official, you know. manner.
No, she is her program does home infusions. What Brian's getting done at home,
Right.
but she is a registered nurse. But again, because Brian's nephew is his,
Right. It's family.
exactly.
And which is stupid. Like, you don't want the family taking care of people. You'd rather have strangers taking care of the family, people's families. You
Well,
know?
Trisha told me
I
she
thought that
said
was
he
the
had-
best thing they ever came out with on social security or whatever the hell it is,
Uh-huh.
where they paid a family member to take care of, because that was just natural way back when, you know.
Well, they have something in PA called Agency on Aging in Pennsylvania, because my neighbor, before they moved back to Maryland, my neighbor was taking care of her mom and getting paid to take care of her mom. So I said, well, why don't we try to get paid to take care of Brian's parents? Well, they called the Agency on Aging. I gave them the information. They had a caseworker come out and they ran all of their stuff. And because Brian's dad gets a pension from General Motors and he's on Social Security and Brian's mom is on Social Security, they make too much.
Right. I know. They fall they fall above the poverty level.
Exactly.
Just by their teeth.
Yeah, because they make a pension.
The skin of their teeth.
They both get Social Security.
Yeah.
We can't get paid to take care of his parents.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. Doesn't nothing makes sense anymore in the system. The system is for shit, you know? I mean, excuse my language, but that's just the truth. I don't know anything about fixing it, but all I know is that it appears to me anyway, with what little knowledge I have, that something needs fixing.
Yeah.
And I don't care if you do it on a political or spiritual or monetary level. Just get it done, you know?
Yep.
Just get it done.
The system is...
We're being so manipulated, you know?
It is. It really is.
And it has been, it just has always been, ever since, Tammany Hall in New York, which was like an old New York tale, about how, about corruption, how everybody was on the take. I mean, one time my father, I think, was on the take too, I'm sure. Now you're going into the 50s here,
Yeah.
Not that he was on the take, but he was, like he kind of, gave the cops like, Christmas gifts and lunches and drinks.
Yeah.
And I used to stand outside with their horses. I loved it.
No, I don't feel so old.
No. Well, they still have the cops in the city still have horses. They're still city.
Oh yeah.
They're still city. City horses, cowboys, city cowboys.
You want to see my kitten? This is Mittens. Look how big she is.
Wow.
Say hi, Mittens. Say hi, Mama.
She looks like a kitten herself.
She will be 6 months old on the 24th with Toby.
Wow.
Yep.
That
and
one's
one
fast.
of the kittens that was a newborn kitten that we just had, one of his eyes are starting to open up already.
That's normal. Like I don't know how long they take. How long does it usually take?
About a week.
Wow.
And a half for the newborn kittens to open up their eyes.
Wow.
And their ears. Yeah. And one of them already has one eye open.
Oh, how cute.
Yeah, that's what I said. But we're not keeping any. I already told Brian. I said I want one, but we have enough.
Yeah.
I don't need another one.
Yeah, yeah. No, especially if you want. What are you going to do when you go on vacation?
These kittens that were just born are all going to homes when they're old enough to go.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, you lucked out, man.
Yep.
You can't give cats away out here on Long Island. You can't give cats away.
There's a lady at BJ's that I know. She wants a kitten. Her brother wants a kitten, and another lady wants 2.
Wow.
So that's 4, and now I have to find homes for the rest of the 5.
Right.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll find homes for them. They won't go to new homes until they're 10 weeks old.
Years ago, they used to just drown them.
The SPCA here told people because they're so overrun with wild and feral cats that they're telling people to take their cats out in the woods and dump them off in the woods. And I will not take them to the SPCA because if they don't get adopted, they
kill them.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's not a rescue center.
No.
It's a kill shelter.
Pretty much.
You know, no, it's pretty much that's exactly what it is. It's a kill shelter. You know.
No form, no nothing. Nope, they're not getting a dime out of me.
Right.
Nope. Mm.
Yeah.
Nope.
I know it's sad though.
I had to fight tooth and nail in order to take Suey to put him up for adoption. He ended up going to the SPCA, getting fixed, getting all the shots, and about 2 to 3 weeks later, I found him at PetSmart at the local pet store up for adoption, and somebody adopted him apparently because I didn't see him anymore.
Oh.
And they wanted $100 for adoption.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's the same guy that sells the goldfish that you bring him?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. So I'm not taking my animals to the SPCA. No
right.
Way.
Right.
No way. Nope. I refuse. I will. Like I said, I already have homes for 4 of them.
Right.
I didn't have to find homes for the rest of them because
right.
I'm not keeping any.
Right.
We have our hands full as it is. We have 5 cats of our own plus a dog. I don't need any more.
Right.
No way.
But we feed the 4 feral cats, and we feed 2 dogs too, and then ourselves.
Yeah.
And the price of everything. I mean, actually, I did a couple of shops through Amazon because I found that it was a lot cheaper to order bulk, from them, and because stuff is really getting expensive. It's amazing.
It is.
I'm really shocked. I'm shocked. The meat that I ate when me and Larry began as a young couple, or when I was home with my family, young and single, and it was like the throwaway stuff, And now it's like those are like selling for like $30 and $50 a pound and stuff like that. And it's like, you got to be kidding me,
It ain't cheap anymore. It all costs, and it's expensive.
God, it's amazing.
How is Larry doing, by the way?
He's doing. He's moving, doing his thing. I'm doing my thing.
Is he working or is he retired?
No, he's retired.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So we got some excitement going on because they're building up these these upscale apartments, supposedly, right behind us.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, I know, how lovely, right? We thought they were going to.
Do you own or do you rent?
No, I own.
Oh, okay.
And
make the property value go up then?
I don't know. It can go either way.
Yeah.
It depends on the community.
New York, it could go either way.
Excuse me?
I said in New York, it could go either way.
Yeah, well, absolutely. It's New York. It's like California.
Yep. You pay for what you get. And
exactly.
Especially in the city, you pay a couple $1,000s for, and you can take both your arms and reach both of the walls, and that's the cost of living up there in the city. I know is expensive.
Oh, welcome back, Ed. The cost of, unless I could live in a penthouse really in the city, well, not a penthouse, but at least something nice and high up.
Yeah.
It's like I wouldn't even want to bother going there because it's just not worth it. I mean, there's no food you can serve me that I would drive in to get. It's like, first of all, you're overpriced, and I can probably make the same thing even better here. Just by adding my Italian touch to it.
Oh, jeez. Your Italian little flair.
Yeah. Because I remember when I was an operator and I was talking to this guy that was opened a restaurant, and it was a high-end restaurant. I remember the name of it now. And he said something. I said something to somebody about broccoli rabe. And he goes, broccoli rabe. And I was like, yeah, you know broccoli rabe? He goes, yeah. He said, that's like one of my biggest sellers in my restaurant.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, really? And this is like way back in the 80s or 90s. And he was like, he got like $30 a plate. And at the time I was paying like $1.99, $2 for a head,
Yeah.
Now it's like you get this pathetic little thing for $4,
Mm-hmm.
But
And people pay it too.
Ed, who? Oh, is that?
People pay it, you know.
Let's see. I don't know who you. I don't know who you're subscribed to now.
Oh, I bought new fabric.
Oh, you didn't.
Oh, yes, I did. Hold on. I'm making. You know what these are? Bowl cozies.
Oh, well, the first one that came to my mind was shoot, Buttercup. That's the only thing I know. Or Tina.
Look at the new
Tina, but
fabric I
Tina's
bought
not
at
blonde,
Walmart.
I don't think.
Isn't that
Maybe
pretty?
no. Magda. I don't know what anybody's doing these days. And how cute. This girl's a lot younger.
Can you see that, Georgie?
Oh, cute.
I got that at Walmart. $4 a yard.
Really? How wide is it?
I don't know.
Well,
I didn't look.
it was, you see, the 36, 45, or 54.
I don't know.
Yeah, the wider the better.
But I'm going to get off of here because I have to get up early in the morning to give Brian his infusion of his antibiotics.
Right, then you got to go to work.
Between 7:30 and 8.
Right, and then you got to go to work.
And then I have to go to work at
Give out some ballpark franks.
Oh, don't even go there.
Well, it's supposed to be nice tomorrow, though, so it'll probably be nice up by you.
I'm working Tuesday through Sunday this week.
Wow.
I'm normally off on Mondays and Tuesdays.
Ed is off tomorrow.
Huh?
Ed is off tomorrow. That's two. Ed
Well,
takes.
Because I took off a day, and I took off on Sunday. I had to go in and do video cards at BJ's. I have to set up every Sunday. I set up video cards
Don't tell
where it
them
basically
this.
auto loops the DVD about the product. I put the product on the video card, put the DVD in the DVD player, and take a picture of it. Well, I was in there from 2 o'clock to almost 5:15, doing 8 video cards. And they're supposed to be done every Sunday, but because I was with Brian on Sunday doing all of his nurse stuff, I had to take the day off. And I told my boss today, I called him, I said, look, Brian's nurse will be here at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. I have to
I'm sorry, excuse me, I'm sorry for laughing, but Ed cracked me up.
I said, I have to give Brian his IV medication, and it takes an hour and a half. So I may be a little late to work. And he said, that's totally fine.
No, that's
Just
cool.
stay a little longer. That's fine. Hey, that's fine with me. I'll get paid more. I don't care.
Right.
$14 an
Anybody
hour,
playing baseball? They playing baseball yet?
Huh?
They playing baseball yet?
Who?
I don't know. Any New York teams? Any Pennsylvania teams? Any teams?
Not
They,
yet. No,
they,
baseball season hasn't started up yet.
I don't know. What is this?
It will soon,
Oh, that's
in April, I
baseball.
think.
Baseball. Let's get some baseballs in here. Oh, I can't until somebody puts a baseball. Oh, I can do it right here.
Look what I found at the Dollar Tree the other day.
You paid $1.25 for it, though, right?
Yeah, I know, right? It's a new, if you can read it.
$1.25 tree.
Look, you see it? Ice Lemon Biscotti Oil.
How big of a thing is that?
It's this big.
Oh, okay.
Because I have one of these things, a diffuser.
I don't know. I don't have
It's
any
a
of those
watering
fancy
liquid oil and
things, you know. I don't have any of
This
those.
smells really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. But other than that, I'm making, because Brian has that IV pick line in his arm, he has a little netting thing that he wears on his arm. Look what I'm making for him.
What kind of a netting thing is he wearing on to keep like the thing in place?
Yeah.
The
But see what I'm making? I'm making him like
a sleeve?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's pretty cool. He's gonna look pretty spiffy. That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny.
The name of what it was.
You look for any excuse to make something. You know,
Exactly.
You have to keep going. You know, it's like
me how long now and how crafty am I?
Yeah, I know. But you never finish one thing. You get hung up on a whole bunch of things, and you got 10 things going all at once, you know?
I know. I'm actually in the middle.
But that's, I mean, hey, look, that's what you want to do. That's what you do, you know?
I found these in the dumpster. My friend went dumpster diving one night over to Dollar Tree.
Really?
And look what they found. They found, they found these in the dumpster from the Dollar Tree. These vases.
Really?
Look what I did. Look what I did with it with a napkin and glue.
Oh, that
Like
looks
Mod
so
Podge.
cute.
And I put twine on it, and I'm gonna sell these at the craft fair for $5.
Wow. Absolutely. That's
And I did this
adorable. You got to
one.
start thinking for the fall.
I did this one. It's just a napkin and Mod Podge.
Right. No, but see, it's unique. You know,
It is.
it's really, really cute. You know, and if
Yeah.
people go to craft
And
shows and
this one I
stuff, like
got
I
it,
used to
and
like
this
craft
one.
shows, but it's just that everything was always so expensive, you know, for me because I could make it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't pay for something I know I could make for like $2. You know, I'm not going to pay you, you know, $12 for it.
Yeah. Well,
You know, but
I wanna. This is my very first craft fair.
ah,
I'm making a bunch of. Oh, and I've got a bunch of. You know, these are drink coasters. I made all those.
wow,
They're all different ones.
wow, you do a lot of sewing.
I'm gonna make, huh?
You do a lot of sewing.
You know me.
Yeah, but you're working now. You're taking care of Brian. Where the hell do you
And
find time for that and
these
sleep?
bowl cozies. They're for when you have a bowl of soup in the microwave.
Yeah.
You put the whole thing in the microwave and you don't burn your hands on the bowl.
Wow.
It's called a bowl cozy.
That's cute. That's a good. Oh, right. Is it a basket under there?
No, you just
It's just a cozy.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
You put the whole thing in the microwave. It's all microwave safe because it's all cotton. You have to make sure you use cotton.
Wow.
It's gonna cause a fire.
Right.
The inside material is cotton, the thread is cotton, and the fabric is all cotton. And you just put your whole bowl just like this,
right,
in the microwave, and you don't burn your hands on a bowl of soup.
Right. And that's what a lot of people do.
And they're easy to make. I didn't know how to make them until I started watching a video on YouTube. I'm a cheap. Oh God, Ed. El Cheapo.
Doesn't everybody do that? Isn't
I don't do that.
always ask for extra napkins? Got some extra napkins? Because sometimes if you don't ask, you don't even get any. And if you don't have any stored in the car, then you know you're on your own.
Yeah, pretty much.
Now it's like you have to drive around with like hand sanitizer.
Look what I did for the concert. I did that painting.
That's pretty.
Uh-huh. There's another painting over there, and there's something over there with crayons that I did on canvas. I took crayons, glued them to a canvas, and melted them with a heat gun.
Boy, you're like I used to be. I always had to be moving.
Huh?
I said, you're like me. I always had to be on the move. But I did sit all day for my job, so.
Well, I'm trying to come up with different crafts to sell at the craft fair.
Yeah, no, if you can do that, if you can sit home and make money, then by all means, stay home and make money, you know? Make your own money.
Yeah.
You know, if you have that ability to use your craft and you can do good at selling it, then market it, you know, do it.
Yeah.
You know,
I've tried.
work for yourself, you know? Why work for somebody else?
Yeah. Well, I like my job, so.
Yeah, no, I know you like your job.
You know, I'm full time. I work 40 to 45 hours a week.
Yeah,
so.
you're a people person. You like being around people,
Yeah.
so.
And I've been doing this job for almost 10 years, 11 years. I've been doing demonstrations in different grocery stores for the past, I want to say 13 years.
That thing is pretty popular, right, Ed? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
What?
No, I was just reading out loud what Ed said.
Oh.
That's why most join OnlyFans.
Well, I'm going to drop because I have to go do my litter boxes for my
You have to go to your litter box?
Huh?
Are you talking about your own litter box?
Litter boxes. We have 3 litter boxes in the house.
I know, but you said you have to go to your litter box.
Yeah, I have to go do the litter boxes.
Use the litter boxes.
And then I've got to take my medicine, and I've got to get Brian to get his medicine, and I got to get to bed because we got to be up early.
Yeah.
We're here between 7:30 and 8.
Yeah, I get you. Wow, 7:30 and 8. Oh man, yeah.
I'm so tired of this. I'm glad it'll be over hopefully soon.
Yeah,
It's just,
definitely. Hopefully for Brian, that he can get up and get around. I'm sure he doesn't want to really be stuck in bed.
Then I made
Have strangers going in and out and stuff. Who needs that crap?
Georgie, I save bottle caps and I make earrings out of them.
Oh, you do?
See?
Wow, that's pretty cool.
I made this one. I hammered the bottle cap. I took all the paint off of it, hammered the bottle cap down.
Yeah.
Burned it to give it like a metallic-y look.
Yeah.
And I made that.
Wow.
Can you see it?
Yeah, that looks like something antique.
It's from I don't know where I got that bottle cap from. But then I saved a bunch of bottle caps. I have a bunch of earrings I want to make for the craft fair.
Oh, who is it? Who is it on the earring?
I don't know. It's some bottle company. I don't know who it is.
Is it like, I don't know.
I think it was Henry Card Soda or something. Arnold Palmer earring?
I don't think he could find an Arnold Palmer sticker. But then I would not doubt what this man could be capable of as far as crafting something. Because this man is like Mother Crafter,
Here, I'll show you. Hold on. I'll show you.
Like he's always sewing, and he has a addiction to buying material.
I went to a little store in somewhere in Harrisburg, and they were selling these as a set of 6 ice cream bottle cap magnets.
I remember when you got them.
Okay.
I remember when you got them.
I bought a thing of 9 bottle cap magnets for $9, or 6 bottle cap magnets for $9. So I had a whole bunch of bottle caps.
That was from that elderly woman, right?
Huh?
That was from that elderly woman?
No. This was a couple years ago I bought those.
Okay.
Well, I wanted to know how they made that. So I went on YouTube and I decided I wanted to make my own bottle caps to sell them at the craft fair. So I did. I bought resin. I had buttons to put in them. And I bought magnets and glue and made my own bottle cap magnets. Out of them. So I'm going to sell those at the craft. Oh, look what I did with my buttons. I didn't show you what I did with all those buttons that I have. I finally figured out what to do with them.
Oh, you did.
Oh, watch this.
He went button crazy. He went button crazy. He bought. Wait, I know it's a montage. It looks like looks like somebody with the mask.
No, it's just a regular. It's something random I came up with, but that took me 6.5 hours to do that.
Really?
Yes. There you go. You can see it now.
Wow. That's funny because when you first put it up, I could see a face in that. I could see a form of a head, It's like a Rorschach test.
Well, you know all the buttons that I bought and that
I know. It was like a million freaking buttons. Are you kidding me? I still haven't found my mother's. I think they're still up in the attic rotting probably, at this point, along with the rest of the stuff up there.
Well, I've got to get off of here. I've got to do stuff before I go to bed.
All right.
But I will message you on
Bob is supposed to be on tonight.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, Bob does Monday night bingo.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He does. All right. Well, you have.
But I'm wearing glasses, so I do need the glasses. If I take my glasses off, I can't read it.
Well, have a good night.
Thanks. You too. I'll best to Brian.
If I'm still awake, I will be in Bob's show.
Yeah, you should. You should stop by and say hi,
I will.
All right, play bingo.
Maybe if I'm awake.
Yeah, if you're awake, come play bingo.
All righty.
All right, I'll best to Brian. I was going to say I'll best to Bob. I'll best to Brian.
All right, bye.
Bye. Let me put you a sticker up there, Ed. get people to know our stickers. You know, we think that these are the only guys that can have stickers around here. That always rubbed me the wrong way with you now. It's like, hey, I want my own stick, but I'm not going to work for anything. You know, just let me make claim to one. You know. So with these, so we stole them. Oh no, brand new gloves. And I got a hole in my finger. Think what you must. For it is not joyful for all. That's pretty good. See, I could use that in a line in a book. I forget what I said. I guess I can't replay my own stream, right? And listen to it? I guess not. What if Portia ever came back? No, Portia never came back. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry over there. Autobahn, excuse me. I'm sorry, Autobahn. But I hope if he's listening somewhere, wherever, either on YouTube or here, or not at all. I have no way to get to him right now because I'm on the desktop, so I don't have like mobile here. You know, there's nothing mobile here. Mobile. It sounds like a mumbling. Mobile. Remember Mumbles from Dick Tracy? Anybody remember Mumbles? You do it? Okay, good. I don't feel so bad now. I liked I liked him. He was one of my favorite villains, Mumbles. That's funny. See, we share some history. Whether or not you were like 5 when you saw it, and I was, a teenager or some crap like that, if not older, probably a married woman by that time. I don't know. How do I know? What do I know? I know nothing. I know nothing. Really? Did they give it? Are they giving it away for free? Do you have AT&T as your plan? Come on, spill it. Oh, you have AT&T as your plan. Okay. So you get it for free, right? Did they give it to you for free? We used to give you free things, everything. You guys got free telephone books. You guys got free phone service. You guys got free phones. Telephone companies supply everything. So. It's supposed to be free. Yeah, well, be careful. Don't sign up for anything that says, trial offer, and then you have to cancel in 30 days. 30 days comes pretty quick, Oh no, really? Oh, well, that's sad. I have my own answer machine. Then I have the overflow, I have the overflow because I never answer my phone. And then if it's ringing here, or if I do answer my phone and I'm on the phone and I'm getting a call and it's like, I know it's spam, I'm not gonna, but that sometimes I come in here and there's like 10, 12 calls. I remember one time I was on the National Do Not Call list, and both the Republican and the Democratic Party called me for the presidential campaign. And I was like, do you realize, ma'am, that I'm on a no call list, and it's a federal offense to now call me because I'm on a federal list. And I think one just hung up, and I think one just, I don't know, I don't really remember. I think they just laughed or something, or just said, well, excuse me, I'm sorry to have disturbed you. And I said, no, that's okay. Just make sure you take my name off your list. And she said, yes, ma'am, I will do that. Yeah, well, one was really nice, and when the other one, I think the other one just hung up. Oh, my God. Oh, if I ruled the world. Oh, that's an old song, If I Ruled the World. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I know it's so funny though how it is with social media. How like you sometimes you don't feel like being bothered, and all of a sudden like you're bombarded all at once with people, and it's like all of a sudden you're hung up in like so many different other scenes in this stage that we're playing on. What is it? All the world's a stage, and we are but mere actors, or something like that. I don't know. You live in Hollywood. I don't. I live where they started making films in New York. This is New York Talk. That's my brand. This is New York Talk. I sound like Silva. I forget his first name. He's running for governor, I think, or mayor. I liked him. He was part of the Guardian Angels. At first, I thought they were just a punk group from Brooklyn, Bensonhurst, where the hell they're from. That thought, like vigilantes, but we New Yorkers kept them in their place. I think they had a few incidences. They had it, what do they call it now? Like you fess up. You have to fess up, you know. Boy, I mean, just that whole thing on, you don't follow Twitter, huh, Ed? But man, like that's a nightmare over there. And I'm right in the middle of it. It's like, I can't help but put my 2 cents in, I try so hard not to, and especially because I know I'm going to make a mistake. I'm going to make, like, Stephen King never makes a mistake. Keith Olbermann never makes a mistake in his tweets. Like, these are professional writers. It's like you can't. It's hard to compete with that when you're in a pool of sharks in the literary field. Imagine that. It must be so cool to write for a newspaper. I mean, you can sit home, like, Keith Olbermann, he looks from his balcony overlooking Central Park. I mean, come on. You know what I would give for that? A moment of that, My ancestors had to move. They had to move out of Harlem so that they could build the rest of the park. They were over the other side of the Harlem River. And we have this Harlem River as part of Central Park, It's just up in Harlem. It's all the way up in Harlem, But not to say all the way up in Harlem, because, Manhattan is only 7 miles long. New York City, I don't forget how many, that's 5 boroughs. It stretches out pretty far, And each borough has a mayor, and each show, like there's too many, like, rungs on the ladder of politics and stuff. It's like, just put it out there for for we the people somehow, but you can't trust anybody. You can't trust anybody not to fiddle faddle with, any of your, your work you put out there, or whatever, anything people can just ruin your life. My God, I see it all the time on YouTube, between the drama channels, and then just the drama between, influencer to influencer. It's like, wow, if that was over here in our little world, it would be a freaking nightmare. We're not making any money over here. These people on YouTube, like they're trying to make some money. They want to draw in a crowd. They want to sell merch. They want to set up a nice little schedule, and all that kind of stuff. But I don't know. I think I just rather, I don't know. You want to come up and guest? If you want, Ed, you don't have to. You can even put it on a Peapod thing, where it's just like your little face, pulsating when you talk. When you talk, New York talk. Every time I say talk, I'm going to have to say New York talk. That's the rule in here now. New York talk. You sound like you're from New York. You got to say New York talk. While you're hanging out in the Asylum Bar on YouTube and on You Now. Bring the two forces together. So you said you don't know Peter Mann, right? I think I asked that 2 nights ago. If anybody here knew Peter Mann. I don't even know if anybody's here. Let me just see what's happening if Porsche came in. Maybe he knows somebody on YouTube. Peter Mann. Is Peter Mann. Okay. That's going to be my thing. Oh, Ed, you said to me before about knowing your schedule. I had to laugh. I wanted to answer your question. I was unable at the time. No, let me think. Wait, they always say sorry to disturb you and call you again the next. Oh yeah, we covered that, and you get a high peer thing. And is he? Oh, cool. All right. Well, unless Ed is going over there, I ain't going over there. Yeah. He's doing bingo? Yeah, okay, cool. I'll see you guys over there. I think we're the only ones on here, so I'll just you've been listening to WNYC ASYLUMRMAO 279 from New York. The time is 12:14 a.m. Just Bob is on. Bob is on. Sounds like Bob is on. Hair salon. Good night. Fade to black on over here. This is I do this on You Now. I don't know how to end my other. I got diamond earrings. I thought I had diamond earrings. Good night.